Welcome to the Crawling Crows studio or rehearsal room. Actually, it's going to be a studio for the next few weeks as we're recording some new songs. And we got a little surprise for you because we have the touring board from RhPf. RhPf, that's a small pedal manufacturer from Basel. And they have a project which is basically a pedal board traveling all across Switzerland to 10 different artists or even more, and we're one of them. And so today I'm gonna pick up the board from Patrick Chapat from Basel, little rock brother from Badass Romance and Brainholds, you might know him. In the first week the board got to our fellow rock boys from Mother. So we're the third party to touch and tweak the knobs on this board. So that's going to be a fun one. And as we didn't want to do just a classic guitar pedal board review, we decided to incorporate the board a bit in our recording session. So what we did, we composed a song especially for this occasion. It's called the Narcissistic Basilisk. For all those watching from Basel, might know the basilisk is a pretty mythical creature that has a lot of history in Basel. So go and Google it if you don't know the stories. Yeah, and we're gonna use this song to test the board, and we're gonna use the board kind of like an outboard gear. So we're gonna try to put drums through it, we're gonna try to put bass through it, vocals, and do stuff. It's gonna be a lot of trial and error, a lot of button tweaking and testing and failure and success, hopefully. And we're gonna take you on this little voyage and yeah, try to show you all the cool stuff you can do with a simple pedal board. Yeah, so far so good. If you have any questions, just drop it in the comments. We'd love to interact with you, to exchange some ideas, to explain some stuff if you need. Yeah, otherwise we wish you happy watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And I'm gonna head over to Pat's place now and drive down to beautiful Bien City to pick up this board. Yeah, so that's it for me. See you later with the board. All right, here we are again. The handover has been successful. Here we go. Pedal board and a bag of goodies. Guess the Rombo picks and all the stuff is in here. And here we go. Look at this beauty of a pedal board. Can't wait to tweak some knobs. We're gonna start record tomorrow. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna blend in some B-roll from our recording session, because I won't be able to like review everything during our recording session. But I'm gonna show you everything we did on the record in our DAW in the program. Also gonna explain all the routing and stuff we used to get the sounds we got. And until then, see ya. Hello again. Here we are, day 1 of our recording session. So what we're going to do now is waiting for Dan to drop by. And as soon as he's here, I'm gonna show you our setup with all the mics, with the drums, guitars and stuff. We also got the beautiful pedal board here. Look at it.
Eh, bonjour.
Bon matin, j'ai atterri.
J'arrive.
Ok, à tout, ciao, ciao.
Dan has arrived.
Il est là!
Ça joue.
Oui.
Ooh, sure.
So we just set up the drums, and for you to understand all the mics and the stuff in the DAW, I'm gonna do a little run through. Start with the kick. We have a sub kick. Mr. Dr. Alan Smith, Australian mic manufacturer. Pretty cool sub kick. And inside, which you can't see now, we have the Beta 91. We have a snare top and a snare bottom. Here we have the Loudon audio. It's called snare mic. Down here we have the MD 421 compact. Here we go. Then for the toms, we have the Supercardioid PL35 from Electro Voice. And for the crash and rides, we have these here, SE8 condenser mics. Then we have a bit of a specialty here on this drum, because we have a closed and an open hi-hat, because everything's a bit switched here. So this is the closed one. Here we have a classic SM57, a little bit darker for the open hi-hat. Then we have the overheads. It's 2 ribbons, equally distanced from the snare. That's from the closer overheads. And then we have a Lewitt LCT Flex 441 in 8 mode. You can change the pattern here. So here it's in 8 mode. And here a condenser. And what this is, it's a MS miking mid-side. So what we do is we record like 2 tracks, and then we flip one phase, and then we have like, this is like the stereo wider side, and this is the mono side. So what we can do then is we can open up the mix with bringing in a bit more of this one to get more of a stereo feel, or we can lower it down and then we have a more of a mono feel. That's it for the drums. J'ai oublié quelque chose, Dan?
Non, c'est bon.
C'est bon. Let's go to the guitars. Guitars, here we are. So, I'm not gonna explain this one, because I have already. If you're interested in it, head over to our YouTube channel, or if you're already on our YouTube channel, check out the video from the KIF RO where we did a rig rundown. Here, basically, this is my main amp here, the Super Black Magic with 2 mics on it, same setup as we play live. And then we have a splitted octaver going to the Gallien-Kruger. Maybe we'll use another one for the recording, we'll see. And this is basically for the guitar overdubs, where I just can switch some amps. So we have the Vox AC10C1, I guess, and this is a twin reverb from Fender. And then we have the little boy over here, that's the Amulet. Pretty nice sounding, clean tube amp, which I love for the clean stuff. And here we have the vocal mics, which are not in use yet because we haven't installed everything. So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the main tracks of drums and guitar, and then add all the rest. Yeah, that's it. Rock and roll. All right, welcome back to our little studio. So far we recorded quite everything. It's not fully mixed yet, but I'm gonna show you what we did with the pedal board, because we didn't use it just on guitars. We used it for some effects on drums, on different stuff. All right, so here we are in our session. Maybe to start, I'm just gonna play a bit of the song so you get an idea of it. There we go.
In the skies. Couldn't crown on my head for a black egg I rise. One look at me and you are dead. Daughters better hide. My teeth, my claws irresistible. My arms are open wide. To comfort you, I'll get you too. I'll get you too. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Mirror, mirror on the wall, I'd like to see my beauty.
So you get the idea. Maybe to start, I'm gonna go through the different tracks we have here, so you get a bit of an overview. So we started with the guitar one. I'm just gonna solo it so you can hear it. So that's basically the main guitar, which went through the Super Black Magic, as you can see here. And we have two mics on it, so yeah, that's the guitar. Yeah, and that's basically the guitar sound coming from the Basilisk on the pedal board. So here, nothing too special going on. Yeah, we thought we'd take the Basilisk for the main guitar because the song is called Narcissistic Basilisk, so makes sense. Basically, we have guitar 3 and 4 that almost do the same. So it's kind of the same setup from the Les Paul to the Mustard. So it's this booster here, and then to the Nosferatu, and a little bit of Twin Peak delay, and then goes to the Vox amp. And the other side, so it's left-right, goes to also Mustard, Nosferatu, Twin Peak, but then to the Fender. And at some points of the song, it does the same as the main guitar, and on a big part of the verse, it emphasizes a bit the bass, and does a bit of the same groove like the bass, so you can hear this. So you see they almost do exactly the same. So if you want to hear it separately, this is left. And this is the right one. So basically the only difference is the amp and the mic on these two tracks. So this is for guitar 3 and 4, which are basically second guitar. And then we have a solo part. I'm just gonna play it with the whole thing so you can hear it. It's after the second chorus.
Come on, mirror, mirror on the wall, I'd like to see my beauty.
There we go. And this little mini guitar solo is recorded through a Les Paul, and then it goes to the Smirve. So that's the other pedal from Smirmoor pedals. It's the only pedal on the board which is not from RhPf, and it's pretty high gain. I think we used it not even at noon, so there's a lot more to go. But sounds cool for the solo. So here's the solo. Yeah, that's basically it. Okay, and since not only the Smirve, it's also some delay and a reverb from my own pedal board. So it's the flashback from TC Electronics, and then to the Spring Tank and the Cloudburst from Strymon, just to give a little bit of ambience around it. Yes. So that's basically it for the guitars. I'm gonna close these folders. Bit more of a better overview. Yeah, maybe for the guitar, just so you know, we have also a little bit of plugin stuff going on, but it's not that much. So for the main guitar, for example, I basically have this API channel because my mic pre's are not that awesome, so it gives a bit of harmonics and fatness to the sound. Can show you the A/B just with and without the plugin, so this is without it. So you see with the API, there's also an EQ in it, and I just cut off a little bit of the mudness, so it kicks a bit more. And then we have here a little G-bus from the SSL compressor. So that's basically just a bus compressor which glues together the two mics a little bit. Then we have a little bit of harmonics with some tape saturation. And here a little bit of EQing just to make a bit space, so it's mid-side EQ. So I just made a little bit of space for the vocals and stuff, so it's not everything in the center. So that's it, and that's basically it for the guitars. It's more or less the same for the other, just a API pre. Then we go to the bass. So the bass soloed, it sounds like this. So that's the final mix, final product for bass. And if we want to dive in, your computer is struggling because we have some screen recording going on at the same time. All right, here we go. So here we have two tracks basically for the bass, but it all comes from the same bass. If you understand. So the first is just the DI, so direct in from the amp. So now I should hear it. So that's basically just a clean direct box bass, which goes through the color box as a preamp from JHS. We used it a lot to gain stage the different levels a bit. And then what we did, we sent it out back from the DAW into a output from our interface, and then went back to the pedalboard, kicked it through the color box once again just to take a bit control of the volumes, and then back in with a DI. So this is basically the distorted bass coming from the same bass. And here we have the muscle going on for the major part of the song, and then on the outro, which I didn't show you so far, we put the tremolo in the mosh-ups. To give a little bit of ambience, and both together sounds like this. So I can show you with and without distortion. Yeah, you see it makes it a little bit fatter, a bit more saturated. I don't have any beautiful words to describe it, but it just gives it a bit more punch. Then we go to the lead vocals, which are here. So I'm gonna show you just the lead vocals with all the processing.
A snake in disguise, coming crown on my head from a black egg I rise. One look at me and you are dead, daughters better hide. My teeth, my claws irresistible, my arms are open wide. To comfort you, I'll get you too.
So this is basically 2 mics for the lead vocals. So we have a condenser mic, which is the Lewitt LCT441 in cardioid mode. It's a bit of a brighter mic. And then we have the SM7DB from Shure, which is a bit darker, a bit more punchy. And this one here is where we put our pedal board in once again. So here we did the same as with the bass. We sent the signal from the, I think it was the dynamic mic. We sent it out to the board through the color box and then to the Shodana, Mosferatu and Twin Peaks. And this sounds like that. Soloed. Second.
A snake in disguise, coming crown on my head from a black egg I rise. One look at me and you are dead, daughters better hide. My teeth, my claws irresistible, my arms are open wide. To comfort you, I'll get you too.
And here also it's to give a little bit of punch, a little bit of ambience. For the plugins that are in here, it's just a bit of EQing because we don't have that much possibilities to EQ it on the pedals, and a compressor just to squeeze it a bit together. Without the plugins, it sounds like this.
A snake in disguise, coming crown on my head from a black egg I rise. One look at me and you are dead, daughters better hide. My teeth, my claws irresistible.
Yeah, you see it's less muddy because the problem is always it sounds good as one, but in the context of everything then you have like mud building up and in the end it sounds horrible. So, and this is the dynamic mic, which we have a little clipper on it, which also gives it a little bit of drive.
A snake in disguise, coming crown on my head from a black egg I rise. One look at me and you are dead, daughters better hide. My teeth, my claws irresistible, my arms are open wide.
And the other mic is pretty much clean.
A snake in disguise, coming crown on my head from a black egg I rise. One look at me and you are dead.
And of course now you hear all the delays and reverbs if we play it without.
A snake in disguise, coming crown on my head from a black egg I rise. One look at me and you are dead, daughters better hide. My teeth, my claws irresistible, my arms are open wide.
And everything together. Sorry.
A snake in disguise, coming crown on my head from a black egg I rise. One look at me and you are dead, daughters better hide. My teeth, my claws irresistible.
That's it. And then we have a plate, we have a digital reverb, which is the lexicon, and a little delay. And on the delay I did a little trick. I sidechained the lead vocals to a compressor, which pushes down the delay as long as the voice does something, so you don't have like delay all over the place. Yep, that's it. Here we go. So that's for the lead vocals. And then we have the fun part. So to show you the fun part, that's where Dan and I did a little bit of experimenting with some crazy instruments like the Franken-Cloche. Gonna show you some images here. Yeah. So this is for the outro. I'm just gonna play it from the second chorus so you can hear the outro.
Despair on the wall. on the city will I smile.
Yeah, as you see, we had a lot of fun. So yeah, because pedals are also fun with drums. Maybe I can show you just quickly how the whole drum setup looked like. So this is all the mics we set up on the drums, but the mics we processed through the pedal board is basically just one single mic. So I'm gonna show you this. So this is basically the raw stuff. So it's on the very end of the outro, this one. The drum you hear there, it's basically this drum. We recorded it with one SM58, so nothing fancy. Just between kick, snare and hi-hat, and then we put it out of the board like everything else and got it to the color box, the Shonada, the Mosferatu, and Twin Peak to the Vox amp, so to the guitar amp, and then recorded it through SM57. And the result is this here. Here also we have two little plugins, which is a little EQing and a little compressing. If I put them off. Yeah, you see, also muddy part away. Yeah, that was the fun part of the drums, and then we have the crazy Franken-Cloche. Don't ask me where it comes from. I think it was manufactured in the US by some crazy guys and somehow landed in Danny's hand, and since then we always wanted to record it, so that was the perfect occasion. So just to show you how it sounds without any processing. Yeah. It's like in the horror movies, right? So here we did the same, sent it out from the console to the pedal board, and here we went into the color box, and then we went into the phalanx, the Cavernium fuzz, some mosh-ups, Twin Peaks, and also to the Vox amp with the SM57 on it. And the mosh-ups, we did like 2 takes. We recorded one without the mosh-ups and one with it, because on the Bell stuff, the mosh-ups, yeah, didn't sound cool with it. So the final product we have printed here is basically a mix between with and without mosh-ups. So I'm gonna show you what this sounds like with the processing through the pedal board. It's almost like a dying whale. It's the mosh-ups is just doing crazy cool stuff here. I'm just gonna show you A/B. Kind of crazy. But in the context of the song it made sense. So maybe for the story of the song, it's basically a basilisk that is a bit self-obsessed. And as you might know, basilisks do petrify people or turn them into stone when you look in their eyes. So as he's a bit self-obsessed, in the end of the song, he had to take a look in the mirror and turned himself into stone. But even when he turned himself into stone, he was so happy because his beauty gonna be eternal. So that's kind of the meaning of the song. Yeah, and this is what is this? Yeah, we did some enhancing of the drum part with the spring of the Franken-Cloche. So this is basically this spring with some without processing, but we used a contact mic, which is a mic. It's like a piezo mic, in fact. And then we put it on the spring and got cool sounds out of it. So kind of cool. This is without the EQ. And together with the drums, we enhanced this snare beat also. Yeah, that's it for the freaky stuff over here. Yeah, we basically went through. On the backing vocals, we didn't use the board, so I'm not gonna show you anything here. That's it. The song's gonna be released sometime this year, maybe, but I guess it's gonna be at the beginning of next year. I'll have to finish the mix and everything, but I'll let you know as soon as it's out. And maybe RhPf will share also as soon as it's out. That's it. If you have any questions on what we did about all this, I mean, if you have questions about pedals, head over to RhPf because they'll have a better understanding of it than we do. We basically just tweak knobs. So, but we're good at tweaking knobs. Yeah, we had some fun. Thank you so much to RhPf for letting us being part of this project. We had a very creative time with the pedal board and tried out some stuff we wanted to try out for a while, but didn't have the time and resources till now. This week we had nothing else to do, so it was perfect to test out some stuff. Yeah, that's basically it. If you don't follow the Crawling Crows, head over to our socials. We're always happy about a little like and a follow. You can also subscribe to a YouTube channel. We don't have like regular content here, but sometimes we'll have cool content like this. So the pedal board's gonna head over to Emmy No Joke. I think they do punk rock, if I remember right. I'm gonna head over to their place, or we're gonna meet halfway because it's pretty far away, and hand over the pedal board. I wish all the other artists best of luck and a lot of fun with the pedal board. Be creative, be crazy, try out stuff you've never tried out before because it comes out pretty cool sometimes. Yeah, that's it. See you and thank you all. Cheers.